welcome back to Pure Nebraska. You know, Mondays here on the program, we like to put the spotlight on the farm organization called the Alliance for the Future of Agriculture in Nebraska, or AFAN. Today, AFAN is connecting us with the group Nebraska Cattlemen.
Today, we are learning more about the benefits of belonging to a group like this. Joining us now is Jarecke. He is the chairman of Member Services for Nebraska Cattlemen. Nice to see you today, Justin.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, the Nebraska Cattlemen, in some form or fashion, has been around a long time. Actually, in 1888, they started with Nebraska Stock Growers, which then in 1988 merged with a couple of feedlot type organizations and became the Nebraska Cattlemen at that point. So, you know, if you think about Nebraska and the unique set of resources we have, you know, there's 4 times more cows than there is people in Nebraska, and if you look at it on a multiplied effect, we actually contribute about $12.1 billion to the state's economy, which is by far the biggest industry. So it's pretty important that we have a good organization to support those people.
Yeah, and I think people maybe, you know, Nebraska Cattlemen, they hear that name, but then they hear Cattlemen's Ball or they hear Cattlemen's Classic. Those are different organizations, right?
Right, yeah. Sometimes there's confusion between the Nebraska Beef Council, the Cattlemen's Ball, Nebraska Cattlemen's Classic. Those are all great organizations which we support. But the Nebraska Cattlemen is really the organization that is lobbying on cattle members' benefit, like at the legislature, and actually involved more in education and those type of things. So.
Okay.
Justin, can anybody who's a cattle producer get involved?
Absolutely, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because actually you don't have to be a cattle owner. You know, as we talked about the contribution to the state's economy, obviously a lot of the people are just supporting. We have supporting and associate members. Say if you're a feed salesman or you know, those type of industries, we support those as well, and we'd love to have them as members.
Yeah, so there are advantages of being involved in Nebraska Cattlemen.
Yes, definitely. I mean, that's the way to make your voice heard. I mean, it's a member-driven organization. So.
All right, and I know the Nebraska State Fair is coming up, and we always like to visit the beef pit.
Yeah, a lot of people might not know, but everybody behind the scenes there making sandwiches are actually Nebraska Cattlemen members. We bring in affiliates from around the state. Usually every day is a different affiliate from around the state, and be a great, if you ever looked back there and thought I'd really like to do that, I'm sure we could get you a shift. In fact, I'd give mine up if somebody really wanted to learn how to make sandwiches.
True,
so.
yeah. And you guys are building a new building too, correct?
Right. Previously, we've been located down by the state capitol. I think 1010 Lincoln Mall was down there, and we're building a new office at 4611 Discovery Drive. So yeah, we're making an investment in.
Excellent.
Looking forward to having more parking.
Oh yeah,
I bet.
That always is nice. Yeah,
That's always a plus.
That.
All right, Justin, thank you for being here from Kearney today. We appreciate it.
All right.